Hey there, crypto traders. Welcome to the Coin of the Week. I am Kurt Wilker Jr. here with Matthew John to talk about the coin that we think is going to do some interesting stuff this week. Now, this week's coin is kind of an anomaly. It's a really different coin in the fact that it's extremely centralized, but it's extremely centralized in an interesting way. The coin is Binance Coin, known as BNB on the ticker. What it is it's a coin that was created by Binance to kind of work like a stock would with a company. So they ask you to buy Binance Coin, and if you hold Binance Coin on the Binance exchange, then they are willing to cut your exchange fees in half. Now, if that wasn't enough, they also allow you to trade BNB. So BNB itself can have upward volatility. That's a wonderful thing for a trader. But they encourage you to hold by saying that every quarter they will take 20% of the company's profits and they will buy and burn existing BNB. The beginning supply was 200 million BNB coins, but by the end of their burning, they aim to cut the supply in half to 100 million coins. So as you hold, supply becomes more scarce, and therefore the value should go up. So they're rewarding you for holding. Now, they're doing something really exciting now to kind of up the ante. They are allowing their affiliate program members who hold 500 Binance coins or more to get a 40% commission. So if you have an affiliate link, you can paste it around the internet, you can give it to your friends, and you get to benefit from a commission from all of the exchanges that are made by the people who signed up under your affiliate link. So that's great. That's for everybody. But if you are a Binance coin holder and you have 500 Binance coins or more, they double your commission. So Binance is going out of its way to make sure that Binance Coin and holders of Binance Coin get to benefit from being Binance members. And, you know, Binance didn't even exist about 9 months ago, but they're doing all kinds of really exciting things. So buying Binance Coin might just be a good idea as a long-term investment, but it's also looking like a particularly good trade right now. And the reason for it is a couple-fold, but I'm going to pass to Matt, and Matt can explain the chart and explain why it's been a signal and why it is now the coin of the week.
So I'm going to zoom all the way out here on the chart and kind of go over this from scratch, because what Binance was, or BNB, this was actually a signal in the group 3 weeks ago. So our original signal went out in the beginning of May, and it was a buy up to 150,000 Satoshi area. Now, 3 weeks ago was quite some time now, so I did want to make sure this was still a good opportunity for a trade, in that it would qualify for a coin of the week, and I still think it does. So I'm just going to draw out the chart here and kind of break this down step by step for you guys. So going all the way back here, this was that previous all-time high. So this all-time high was right around 180,000 Satoshis. Then it kind of consolidated, came back down a little bit, and then it perked up again, made another all-time high, and recently it made even higher all-time highs. So it's made consistently higher highs every time it spikes up on the chart. Now, recently, when our signal went out, it was right around 150,000 Satoshis. So right about there on the chart. And I put this signal out because it came up, hit that high, came back down, tested this area of support, and then kind of double bottom. So that's what I was looking for on this chart in particular, was that double bottom play, which was right here. The signal went out shortly after this, it bottomed out here. And I said, okay, I see that it kind of hit the support area twice, right around 140,000 Satoshis. Let's see if it's able to kind of retest this resistance. So I also noticed, well, there was some support down here, there was overhead resistance. So again, there was resistance right here from that first all-time high, more resistance here, and now some resistance there. So it's had several resistance touches, and I want to see, okay, is it going to now break past this resistance and confirm this is the bottom? And it did. So I had that signal out right around here on the chart, came back down, got into our buy zone, and then that news dropped. And the news that dropped was this doubling the referral rewards. So now if you're holding, as Kurt said, the 500 coins in your account, which is about $6,000 right now, yeah?
Yeah, about $6,000, roughly.
500 times 12, currently up 6,000. So $6,000 you need to have invested in Binance. If you refer your friends, you're going to get extra commission. So that's big news. That's a really good call. And that's what happened. The price shot up. It set new all-time highs, kind of wicked up here. then it came back down. So this is actually one of my favorite patterns, and I call this the breakout retest pattern. And this is when we see the breakout past a major resistance level, which we see all these blue circles were resistance. It comes back down and retests that resistance level now as support. And what I was looking for was it to hold that area as support, and that's what it did. Broke out, came back down, retested as support. So now what I decided to do, and I kind of sent out an update for the signals people and said, so now that it's broke out past that resistance level and retested as support, we're going to move our stop loss up and look to add to our position. So remember, our first entry was right here at this line below 150,000 Satoshis. Our original stop loss was at the bottom here at 140,000 Satoshis, the bottom of the support. And now that it's broken out and started to turn into a winning trade for us, I decide to move our stop loss up to now 160,000 Satoshis. So no matter what, we are going to profit on this trade. And that's what I was looking for here. I actually called out to add to your position. So we added into our position. We still have our stop loss here. So even if it does come down and go against us, no matter what, we're going to be profiting on this trade. But I have a high conviction that we're going to be moving on up and setting all-time highs, because it is consolidating right near that previous all-time high level. And I think that's very important to move up on the chart. So I think this is going to be a good play. This is why it's our coin of the week, because I believe the price is going to continue to move up, even though the rest of the market is really taking a hit right now. BNB has proven itself to be one of the, I guess, hedges against the overall market.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and what's interesting too is if you look at the volume, like, you know, the buy volume is larger than the sell volume. And then not only is it doing the breakout retest, it's also forming a bull flag. So there's a lot of indicators there looking like really, really hot on BNB, plus, you know, all the fundamentals in there too. So I think, you know, long term, looking at Binance Coin, I think you should look at it really as an investment in the Binance exchange. And, you know, last year, the big exchanges were Bittrex and Poloniex. They were the big American exchanges. And they had to close down. They stopped accepting members, and the big bull run really kind of showed the weakness of these exchanges. And now they're reopening with new KYC and AML laws, and people just aren't excited about Bittrex and Poloniex now. And Binance swooped in, and they did a really good job. They gave a really good product to people that were hungry to trade altcoins. And so I don't see a reason for it to really be a bad investment at all. So long term, I think Binance Coin can be a really good long-term play as long as we continue to believe in Binance, the exchange. Then Binance, the coin, really should work out. I think you know, Matt wanted to take a peek at the signals page and talk about when this started.
So when we first posted up the chart, this was our visual analysis. It was on the 9th of May, so this was roughly 3 weeks ago. And we talked about a lot of the same points because they still stand. Owning Binance Coin is essentially like having stock in their company and betting on their success. I firmly believe in that, but you also have to take into consideration how quickly the exchanges kind of cycle out and hype dies down. So that's where the risk comes in with Binance and buying BNB, because there is a strong possibility that we could see, let's say, a NASDAQ exchange or a large stockbroker come in and just destroy all the competition and take that market share away from Binance. When I was getting really big into crypto trading last year, Poloniex was the big exchange, and that quickly died down, and Bittrex came along, and now Bittrex has kind of died down, and now Binance is here. So the altcoin exchanges kind of cycle through a lot, but Binance has proven that they have a lot of very smart marketing techniques, and them having their own coin tied to the exchange, them constantly burning the supply. I mean, right now there's 194 million BNB coins circulating, and there's only going to be 100 million once they're done burning them all. So it kind of creates that scarcity, and they're really trying to get every person that's involved in crypto onto Binance, and that's what they're doing with this rewards program of saying you get 40% commissions, and that's a ton. If there's somebody that signs up under your referral link and they have, let's say, $100,000, well, if they're actively trading on there, then you're going to be getting consistent rewards just popping up in your account. It adds up.
Yeah, it adds up really quick. I mean, there are whales out there that are looking to jump in. There are people that have multi-million-dollar accounts who want to get in and start trading altcoins. They want to turn their $1 million into $20 million this year. So if you're lucky enough to be the person to pass the Binance referral link along, then you can get that commission. And it's a 40% commission if you're holding Binance Coin. So there's a big, big incentive there, which is why it's the coin of the week. We want you to be aware of what's going on in the crypto sphere. And we think this is the hot coin. It's hot on the chart. It's got hot fundamentals. There's hot news right now. It's a really good play.
Especially compared to everything else. If you go down here on the coin market cap and look at the 7-day return, everything is getting slaughtered. Look at everything is red. Bitcoin's 13%, Ethereum 20%. I mean, all these coins have just been getting slaughtered on the charts. And you go down to BNB, it's down in USD value, but that's because Bitcoin's down. If you look at the BNB BTC chart, it's been consistently holding its gains quite well.
Yeah, absolutely. So there you have it, everybody. The coin of the week. Until next week, take a look at our YouTube page. We would really appreciate a subscribe. Click through our videos. You can also find us on Facebook, Medium, Instagram, Twitter, and all over social media. Of course, home base for us is at cryptotraderspro.com, where you can sign up for signals packages, the watch list, our course, or you can join one of the bundles, join our private Discord group, and learn how to trade like a vicious professional trader. Until next week, everybody, we will see you on the moon.